Hey guys, Beachden Avatar here, and I'm here to talk to you about the first two episodes of Book 3 of Legend of Korra, A Breath of Fresh Air and Rebirth of a Nation. I'll do the third episode in a separate video because my stuff's stupid, so. Um, let's see here. Well, first we got Boomy as an airbender. Not sure how I feel about that because part of his charm was the fact that he's a non-bender, but oh well. And there's new airbenders popping up everywhere because of harmonic convergence and the effect it had, and that's cool. I like the fact that there's new Earth airbenders, so that's cool. Asami did stuff, like legit did stuff, and didn't disappear for an episode, then come back, and she didn't suffer from the syndrome, so that's good. And her and Korra had that's exactly what I wanted to happen between them happened. They talked about it, they said, yeah, that was, it was cool, it's in the past, let's just move on with that. I'm like, thank you, Bryke. Thank you. Mako for the first two episodes was actually kind of a doofus, because he's so awkward around Korra, and Asami's like, hey, I don't think I should come with you, because, I got work to do, I got life. And he's been sleeping under his desk at work, so no, he does not have a freaking life. In fact, I think he kind of went stupid. But I like him a lot better than they have the last two seasons, so that's a start. It's a start. Tenzin and his family had some really cute moments. I mean, seriously, they were probably the cutest things I've ever seen in my life. Korra is asking for help, which, where was that the first half of the freaking second season? I mean, seriously. She's asking for help, and she's like, hey, I can't handle this, I know I'm messing up, and nobody's happy with this, and Tenzin's like, well, yeah, that's kind of, how it is. He's just telling her, yeah, that's how it goes. And I think she has an 8% rating because people watched the second season, so, there's that. I'm being kind of mean. And also, in the first episode, at the very end, we get the first of 4 new villains. He's an airbender, a new airbender, and he freaking breaks out of prison because he found his power, and then he's like, yeah, White Lotus gonna be dead, Avatar gonna be dead. There you go. And Korra gets kicked out of the city because of all the president's a douche, and he's like, yeah, ever since you saved the freaking world, basically, there's been problems, and I want you out of the city. And she's like, oh, yeah, I was just leaving anyway because you guys suck. And then the second episode, we got them hunting through the Earth Kingdom for the new Airbenders, and nobody wants to join because they're like, hey, yeah, you got to move from your family, you can't have any worldly possessions, you get tattoos, which I guess to some people is a bad thing. And finally, Corey even goes and like, okay, we're gonna stop with this sales pitch stuff. We just gotta go in and give him some tough love. She goes to this guy who lives with his mother. He's 22 and he lives with his mother, and the mother wants to get rid of him. And she even tries to help Cora push him out the door, but that doesn't go well. And I understand Cora's frustration in that scene because someone like that would get on my nerves, and I'm pretty easygoing. And so yeah, that didn't work. And then finally, Bolin comes up with the idea to have a airbending street show. And that actually talks a kid into coming with him, but the reason he's coming with him is actually separate. He's trying to get away because he's an orphan, and he's a thief, and he's trying to get away from the cops. It's just a whole big mess. But they end up taking him with him. And we also get a mention of Bolin and Mako's dad. He grew up in Ba Sing Se, and they meet their grandma in the third episode, so I'll do that later, but we also get 2 more villains. We got there was Sahir, the air criminal, the airbender, and then we got Kazan, I think that's how you say his name, and he's an earthbender, but he can turn the freaking rock into lava, so screwed. And then there's also Ming Hua, who I think is voiced by Greta Lyle. I think that's her. I'm pretty sure because she sounded pretty Azula-ish. And she's an armless waterbender, and she freaking just scares the crap out of me, basically, with Azula's voice. Of course she does, but all 3 of them together, we're screwed. And they still have one more girl to hunt down, so screwed. And it's just, Janora's got a crush on Kai, who's the little kid that's a thief. And I can see that ending very badly for her because he's a thief, and he's not remorseful about it. He's in fact trying to steal people in Ba Sing Se, but again, that's the third episode. And we get to see Zuko at the very end of this episode, and he's like freaking say, yeah, we gotta go to the North Pole, and we gotta like warn the chiefs and go to the prison, make sure they don't steal the fourth criminal, and it's a whole mess. And so yeah, there's that. Bone Lane in this episode, this last 3 episodes, I was very impressed with him because I mean he's still comedic relief, he's still that, and he's still a bit dim-witted. But he actually, like, he has important things to do. Like, he made Mako go on the ship with them. Like, made him come with the... And he's making a lot more sense than he did in the second one. Like, he is not completely stupid. There's some dim-witted moments, but he's not completely stupid. And I like that. I like the progression for him. Sonny got more stuff to do. That was awesome. She freaking is, like, one of my favorite characters. And I'm so glad that they're, like, you know, giving her stuff to do and making her not have anything to do with the whole freaking Makora situation, which I'm glad is done in the show. For now, at least. I think it's done for good, but, you know, whatever. Korra? Brilliant. Where was this Korra the first half of season 2? I just don't know where she went. But she came back, and she's brilliant, and I love it. Love her and Sami's relationship. That's awesome. Friendship awesome there. And, let's see, what else was... Boomy's still freaking hilarious. Not much else is going on in the first 2 episodes. It's mainly just setting up what's going on, which admittedly was cool. Yeah, so that's it for now on the first 2 episodes. I gotta say, the premiere, awesome. Just, I love it. We're already off to a good start. I hope everybody else agrees with me. And I guess I'll talk to you in the next video. BG Avatar is out. Peace.